Okay, this is day 4 of my trading journey. So today was alright. I learned for 3 hours, but I wasn't very focused. I maybe learned for an hour, and I learned a little bit about the what is it called? The daily bias. So it's basically just uh, the daily chart. And another really important thing I learned, which was yesterday, I took a trade right at the end, and this is basically the trade. And I learned a lot actually, and it was basically my entries. So as you can see here, I took a trade right here. I entered all the way down here and got out over here, right? And the bad part about it, the mistake that I had made was entering basically only off the fair value gap. So right here, we already had my whole strategy. So we had the liquidity sweep up here, and then we had a break of structure down here, and then we had a fair value gap. But I hadn't waited to make sure that there wasn't an equilibrium. But there was an equilibrium, but I hadn't noted. I hadn't known that. I was too impatient, and I had entered down here off the fair value gap, and this whole thing was a fair value gap pretty much. If you really think about it, I think it might be a fair value gap on the 5. No, not really, but it was a whole. Oh my days! Now I've lost it. Okay, so it was basically a really bad entry because I entered all the way down here and I didn't even wait for confirmations that the what is called the candles were bearish. Like as you can see here, it just kept going up all the way. Almost got stopped out up here because I had my stop like slightly above, 1 bar above, and then it started dropping after it hit EQ, which would have been like the more preferable entry if I had entered up here instead of down here. It would have been even more profits, but it still worked out in the end, which made me more confident in my strategy. And I learned a lot from it actually. So it was a good demo trade. I learned from it, and I'll continue learning. And today, tomorrow, I'll post another one. I'll stay even more focused, locked in. Today was not the greatest. I only learned a little bit. But other than that, I did learn a lot from this trade right here. And I also learned to stay patient because I almost got stopped out like right here. But I just had to stick with it. I was like in the negative like 200. But we made, here, let me show you. We made 194 from it. So I was negative 200 up here. And we made, I think I did enter stop out way too early though. But I think I should also start using like more stops. I mean, no, not stops. Take profits instead of just one, like getting out of this trade itself. So I could have like I could have had like one at different liquidity zones. So if I had put 3 different take profits, then it would have made even more. So I did learn a lot from this trade, and yes, that's what demo's about. And thank you for watching. I'll post another one tomorrow. I'll stay locked in. Let's go.